Hello and welcome this morning. This is Rabbi Dr. Alfo reaching you. Today, I wish us to have a look at certain spiritual waters that can be used. Yes, there are different forms of waters, so we want to have a look at the different type of waters and how they can be used. The first that we are going to look at is the blowing water. Blowing water. Blowing water is water that is gotten from a river, the riverside, you or well. Yes, you can get well water, and then you add a bit of laundry blue. This water is used for healing work and for protection. It could also be used for uh, divination. Divination. I suppose because blue, the color blue inhibits, and that is why it is used in the healing work, and then it is also used for protection. So that is blowing water. Blowing water. Now, the next one we'll have a look at is the tar water. The tar water. Tar water is used for protection work. I mean, the water that has been that has been left on the road. You understand? After the rain, you have water that have been remain stagnant on the road. Yes, that is known as the tar water, and usually is used for protection work. This water can be gotten from the road and then added to our water and used for mopping. It's used for mopping, or you can put them in spray bottle, and then you spray both inside and outside of your house. And this is known as is used for protection, and anyone or any spirit that crosses that protection line will have itself to blame. Will have itself to blame. Then the next one we will have look at is known as the chamber lie. The chamber lie. Normally, you see, urine has been used in many forms. Has been used in many forms. I personally have used my urine for cleansing purpose. I mean, it's added to my spiritual bath in the absence of ammonia. In the absence of ammonia, where I was asked to add ammonia and I could not get, I used my own urine to add to herbs and then use for spiritual cleanses. Yeah, urine also, like the animals, for example, the dog uses its urine to mark territories. You can use your urine in such work to mark territories and to, let me say, properties protection of properties. In this way, you can use your urine to mark your own property. Yes, you can use. Some people also use them in bottles. Yes, protection bottles. Yes, protection bottles, and that is the urine for uh, use. Yes. Then the next one is the dish water. The dishwater is used to bring peace to the home, especially you see when there is a lot of fighting going on. Mommy will just wash the dishes. Mommy will just wash the dishes and throw the water just in front of the house. This is to ensure that there is peace in the home. This water thrown, the leftover water from the cleaning of the dishes is thrown in front of the home, is to ensure that there is peace in the home, and that is how this thing. Then we have holy water. Holy water is used for protection and healing work. Normally, you can get holy water from any Catholic church because when you ask, no fee is collected. You just go go to the next any Catholic church. You go with your bottle, and then you ask the priest to bless some for you, or you collect some Normally they have containers, you can collect some for free, but always try to leave an offering for having collected from the Catholic Church. Howbeit, I personally do prepare my holy water, and they are been very potent, very potent, because I follow the Catholic ritual. Yes, I follow the Catholic ritual, and I use this holy water for healing and for protection work. It can also be sprinkled on your work to ensure that when you are doing a ritual or you are casting a particular spell, it empowers the spell, and that is the holy water. Then we have hurricane water. Hurricane water is just stands for it. When they said hurricane, then you collect some of the water. This is usually used to stir up tongues, and is used for enemy work. Enemy work. And then you only need to sometimes pour this water, you know, after praying over it, pour it in on the part of the enemy, to ensure that there is a lot of confusion and then in the life of the enemy. But be sure that the enemy has actually done something against you, otherwise you have yourself to blame. Then river water. River water is used for removal work. It's used for removal work. Things that you need to remove from your path. Most often when we have done, for example, if you have an enemy and you want to remove him, you do the spell, and then you do your burning. The remains are sent to the river and then thrown into the river, and this will send off the enemy far away. And then other removal works, yes. And I think even blockbuster works that involve blockbuster can be thrown into the river water. River water. Then we have stagnant waters. Stagnant waters are swamp and then ponds. These are used for binding, confusion, and crossing. And the swamp water, they are used for binding, confusion, and then for crossing. You can just get some, and then swamp water is usually picked from the tree. You see, you have a tree with a hole with the what. Stump water, sorry. Stump water can be gotten from a tree, and this one is used for healing, because you see, the tree spirit is also petitioned, and then the water scooped, collected from the stump, is used in healing work. Is used in healing work. Then we have storm water. Storm water. This is collected when there is a lot of storm, and it's also used for crossing, and then it's used for enemy work. Works against our enemy, and this is collected, especially when there's lightning. But you need to be careful when using this water, because if you wrongly use it, it has the propensity of reversing the work back to you. Then we have toilet water. Toilet water is also used for crossing of enemy. Yes, crossing of enemy, and then toilet water can also be used for removal. You see, so some of the works that we do, you flush it down the toilet. You understand? You flush it down the toilet. Or if you get some of the toilet water, if you're able, you can throw it on the part of your enemy, or throw it into the part of your enemy to sort of jinx the enemy. Yes. Then we have war water. War water is prepared by collecting storm water, and then you add rusted nails, then you add broken glasses, rose thorns, then if you get the dirt where 3 dogs have fought, you just scoop, you collected some of the soil, and then you add it to the water, then you have had your war water. This is also used against your target, and then you can throw it against his door. But be careful you don't have any confrontation with the law. Or what you do is that you can sprinkle some on the part where the enemy will walk through to cause great confusion in the life of your enemy. These are the different forms of waters that I have just enumerated, and they can be used in conjure work or spiritual work as is usually known here. And those of you who are living in the city, please, tap water has not been mentioned, and bottled water, waters that you get in the shopping malls. Yes, no, those waters did not exist for our ancestors and are mostly not used in spiritual way. These are the type of various waters that were used by our ancestors, and that is how they were put to use. So I think I will round up here, and it's been a pleasure being with you as usual. I come to you with nuggets of truth, and then this has been where I explain to people how to use various items in their spiritual work. My name again is Rabbi Dr. Alfol. You can get me at Ewutubodwiase, in the central region of Ghana. And those of you who cannot get access to some of these waters, and yet you want them for a small fee, you can get them from my center, well prepared for the various purposes. Yes, and you can reach me on 0243 067522. Those who are calling from overseas will use +233 243 067522. Thank you. It's a pleasure being with you. Shalom, shalom. Baruch Hashem. Bye.